Welcome back to Daily Flash. Here's Fabian Marcano with this week's The Beat.
The music industry is known to be an incredible entertainment business, but sometimes you have to shed some light to the dark side of the industry. Recently, artist managers and entertainment attorneys say it's become increasingly common for artists to put out albums first just to figure out all the clearances and payments later. Here's an example. While Travis Scott performed 3 songs at the Grammys earlier this month, his team of producers and songwriters who helped make his hit album Utopia weren't even paid yet. Utopia came out more than 6 months ago and went on to become one of the biggest releases of the year. According to 4 sources close to the project, once it released, at least four of the producers and writers involved in the album still didn't have producer agreements or publishing splits finalized, meaning they cannot get fully compensated for their work. Although artists are often enjoy revenue streams outside of the recorded music, the same is not true for most songwriters and producers. Writers are usually financially dependent on publishing royalties from the songs they work on, and producers typically depend on a mix of master royalties, which is often just in advance unless an album recoups its budget, which is very, very rare. Plus, publishing royalties are only paid if they contributed to songwriting. This means the most famous writers and producers are already in a financial situation. On top of that, massively successful artists are often slow to finalize those deals that dictate what percentage royalties writers and producers are owed. Once an album is released, artists often hit the road, meaning their attention and their team's attention is focused elsewhere. And as the months go by, the collaborators' frustrations grow. So the only other option is to try to take down the track or sue the artist who put it out without a signed produced agreement in place. But of course, writers and producers hardly ever take this route, and they try to stay in good graces of the artist since lawsuits are costly and they're also time consuming, which leads me to ask, when will there be a change? Wouldn't you want the people that help make your hit songs to be happy too? In other news, I'll tell you who didn't seem so bothered after a little stage mishap. I'm talking about Madonna, baby. The queen of pop kept the song and the show going seamlessly and laughs off her onstage fall after one of the dancers trips and drops her. Now remember, you're not laughing at Madonna, you're laughing with Madonna. In multiple videos shared online, Madonna is seen performing her 1987 hit Open Your Heart during her second night of the Celebration tour in the Emerald City when her show hit a little bump. The 7-time Grammy winner was sitting on a chair and singing to a camera while a male dancer in stiletto heels begins to tilt her seat back and pulls her along the stage while running. I don't even understand. He suddenly slips and falls, taking Madonna down with him. Now the superstar continues rolling on, and she's still singing on the floor before hitting a smile and laughing it off. Nothing can really stop Madonna, not even the hospital, especially when an infection almost ruined the tour for her and her fans back when it announced in January of 2023. She managed to handle that like a pro also and started her sold-out shows in London and is set to finish in late April in Mexico City. For those of you still wondering, by the way, yes, the Taylor Swift effect is real. Just ask Jason Kelce. While appearing on Shaquille O'Neal's podcast, the Philadelphia Eagles center opened up about the extreme pros and cons of the new level of fame he and his family reached after Travis Kelce began dating Taylor Swift last year. Jason has become a beloved icon in the Swiftie universe in the months since the singer went public with her relationship in September. A very cool pro about the relationship is how their families have had the chance to spend time together, even at the Super Bowl or at the after party, celebrating another championship, but this time with a 14-time Grammy winner. Another pro is Jason Kelce gets introduced by Taylor Swift to incredibly famous people like the legend Paul McCartney or Ice Spice. However, there are some downfalls, and that means Travis Kelce's house gets bombarded by fans. That's pretty crazy. This is The Beat. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you tune in on dailyflashlatino.com for more information.